In today's video, I'm going to be showing you guys what it takes to get started in the cargo van business. I'm going to be showing you guys all the steps I took to get started in only just 2 weeks, guys. Also, I'm going to be telling you guys the pros and the cons of this cargo van business, as well as what you're going to be looking for once you're in this industry. In this cargo van business, on a good day, you can make $700, and on a bad day, you can make, $70 at the lowest. There's a lot of pros to the business, such as you're your own boss and you can make up to $500 to $700 a day, and as well as there is a lot of cons, as sometimes you could be working one day and then the next 2 days you're not working, you're trying to look for a load. And the worst part about it all is you're gonna be away from home if you're trying to find another load back to take you home. But this business is absolutely easy to get started up in, and I'm gonna show you how to do it in just 1 week. All you gotta do is stay tuned for more after the intro. Woo! Welcome to the channel, man. This is Black Investors Group. My name is KINGLATTA, and over here, man, I teach you how to make the money easy, and I teach you how to invest the easiest way possible and the simplest terms. But in today's video, we're going over how to get started in this cargo van business, and I'm going to be showing you the exact steps that you need to get started with this business. But first, let me go over the reason, and let me go over the big things that might make or break your decision to get started with this business. So the first thing that I want to go over is that you're going to be away from home for a good amount of time. Just a couple days ago, I was doing a coaching call, guys. I was mentoring one of my mentees, and he discussed to me that he has a driver already out in the cargo van, already across the country, and he's been stuck for like a week. But he said his driver absolutely has no life at all. LOL. He said his driver has no life at all and is okay with being over the road all the time. So man, he wanted to know how his driver could get back home, getting paying rates, and kind of get those round trips. And I'm just here to tell you, in this cargo van industry, it's not going to be too many round trips, especially if you're trying to do over the road and you don't have a government contract or a local contract. So this is one of my biggest pet peeves of the business, and it's actually why I decided to go to the box truck industry instead of the cargo van, and I sold my cargo van. But like I said, man, you're gonna be over the road, and let's just say you're from Georgia, right? And then you get a load to St. Louis, Missouri. When you get that load to St. Louis, Missouri, don't expect to come back right back to Georgia from St. Louis, Missouri. You might get a load from St. Louis going to like California or something that pays an excellent rate, and then from California to Texas, and then from Texas to North Carolina, and then from North Carolina back to Georgia. You're gonna be going all around the United States, man, just like that. And unless you have a governmental contract or a local delivery contract, a dedicated lane, you will be expected to be over the road 5 days a week if you want to make money and actually make your business thrive and continue to live. So a year into this business, and I'm just noticing there's not a lot of loads, there's not a lot of contracts in the Florida area. I am from Florida, and when I was in the cargo van business, I was in Florida at the time, and there's not a lot of contracts at all in cargo vans. So I decided to move to the box truck. I was running out of box truck, and I could make up to $1,000 a day in the box truck industry on an easy day. So guys, what can make or break your business is if you don't get those dedicated contracts, is you will be over the road, and sometimes it's not always lucrative when you're over the road driving. So when I say get these dedicated contracts, the way you can obtain these is by simply doing good work, man. You will be on the load board. You can be on DAT load board, you can be on 123 load board, you can be on direct load board, you can be on freight, shipped, Dolly, Curry, Driver, Amazon Flex, a bunch of different driver apps and load boards that you can use with your cargo van to find these loads. And once you find them, wherever you go, guys, if it's a small business, if it's a warehouse, you want to talk to the manager, you want to talk to the logistics scheduler, or whatever there is, that the top dog in charge, and you want to see if you can secure that lane, secure that contract to move. Say you're in North Carolina and the load goes to South Carolina every day or every other day. You want to see if you could be the dedicated driver to take that load from North Carolina to South Carolina, and then you'll probably still be driving back empty. So that is the biggest cons of this business, is driving back empty, man. You're gonna be driving back empty to wherever you're trying to go, your home, a lot, unless you want to be going all around the United States to circle back to your home state. So the first steps to starting up this new cargo van business is, of course, you're going to want to start your LLC, your limited liability company. You either want to do an S corp or a C corp. And after you got your EIN number and you started up this LLC, you will now want to go ahead and get yourself a business bank account, and you want to go ahead and start applying for some business credit. So the best way to go to start building your business credit the fast way is by using fuel cards. And fuel cards, especially in this transportation industry, it's the best way to build your credit. You could use A to B, or you could use the Fuel Man. Those are the two very good fuel cards that you can use and easily get signed up with in just one business day, and start using a card. They will mail you a card, and you can get multiple cards by using A to B or the Fuel Man, and they report to all 3 business credit bureaus. The next thing you're gonna need is a UCR paperwork registration. So with this is the United Carrier Registration, meaning that you are now allowed to operate through state lines, and you can pretty much travel through the United States. And this is just a piece of paperwork that, you know, gives the government more money, and it's just a registration, just like how it is. And the big question that a lot of you guys have is the insurance. So what is insurance looking like for a cargo van? I had a 2011 Ford Ecoline cargo van, and I was paying $809 a month in cargo van insurance. Now, when I first started my policy, it was about $795, I believe, and then I added on some additional insurance, and it just brought it up a little bit. And also I added on another coverage that one of my brokers, one of my dispatchers needed to, you know, so I can operate with them. And you might have this a lot in this industry. You're gonna have to have so many additional insured for the brokers that you want to work with, and you might have even up to, you know, 11 to 15 additional insured. Because I know when I was on the call with one of my mentees on my coaching calls, and if you don't know, man, I have coaching calls and a link in the description where you can schedule a coaching call with me, and I'll teach you exactly how to start your business, and I'll give you the best advice so you can make the most money and scale your business the right way. But anyways, he was explaining to me how he had 15 additional insured, and that, you know, he doesn't have to pay for those additional insured, you know, I think after 11, I believe. But yeah, guys, so go ahead. You're gonna have to add some people to your policy, and you might have to even add a different coverage of insurance. Also, guys, I do have ebooks and a lot of ebook link in the description where you can get cheap ebooks, and we are doing a $10 sale right now so that you can visually learn how to make this money the easy way. And don't forget to check out the YouTube memberships. Over on the YouTube memberships, you can get exclusive YouTube content, no ads, no promo, and no fluff, all straight to the point information. So subscribe to the YouTube memberships, and don't forget to leave this video a big thumbs up and subscribe to the channel for more daily investing tips. Back to the video. Woo! So now on to the pros of the business, man. Like I said, it's easy to get started with. It takes under a week to get started in this business. As long as you already have your cargo van, this could take you up to a week to start. You just have to have your LLC and fill out a couple of paperwork filings, and everything's good from there. The only thing about it is you have to find your own loads for this cargo van business, because if you do want to decide to go with the dispatcher, you're pretty much wasting your money, because it's not that many cargo van loads up on these load boards, actual load boards such as DAT, but there is a lot of cargo van loads on these apps. And sometimes, guys, you can even join Facebook groups. Facebook groups is a very good way to find loads as well, and find, you know, motivated brokers trying to give off loads. On Facebook groups, you can find different warehouses that have dedicated lanes on there as well. But most of these driver apps, these gig apps, do accept cargo van, and sometimes they even accept 4-door sedan. But using driver apps is a extremely good way to go. You could use apps like Shipped, they have Freight, they have Shiply, they have Dolly, they have Curry Driver, so many more. I have a load board video, boom, right here. 20 different load boards that you can use with your cargo van or your 4-door car or even pickup truck. So go ahead and check that video out. And another pro of this business is you're your own boss. So pretty much you have no forced dispatch. You can easily go on your phone, look at the app, see what load you want to pick up, where you want to go, and you know, you can kind of sort out your route. You can logistically plan out your route just by looking at the app. If the app has a lot open, man, just go ahead, start booking the loads and plan ahead so that you can make that round trip back to your home state. Now, on these apps, guys, there are going to be a bidding strategy, bidding methods. You're not always going to get these loads, but you can bid on them, and you know, the lowest bidder wins. And this is a huge problem in the industry as well, and this is a huge problem throughout the whole transportation industry, box truck, semi truck, hot shot, is that it's a bidding game, guys. So that most brokers are gonna want to get these loads shipped off for the cheapest price possible, while you're trying to get the highest price possible. But now you're negotiating with 5 other drivers that say the load is for $1,000 and another driver offers $800. Now you have to go to $750 so you can secure the load, and it's just less money. So if you're watching this video, everybody, don't negotiate your loads low, man. Keep it high so that the broker will have to pay high, because if we all offered $1,000 for that $1,000 load, then that load won't go for no less than, you know, $950, $975. So that is one thing. Another thing that you guys might not know is the cost per mile. The rate per mile that you're gonna be getting for a cargo van is around 70 cents to $1. Yes, it is pretty low right now, and this is the average of this cargo van industry at this time of the recording, 2023, man. Yes, guys, you're gonna be looking at sometimes even 50 cents per mile, depending on, you know, what state you're in and what type of load it is. If it's like a 1 pallet load, then yeah, it's like a 1 pallet load going 300 miles, it might be 50 cents per mile, 70 cents per mile. But if it's something that's heavier and it's you know, a delivery that might be, you know, more challenging, if you have to actually take it up your truck and put it on your truck to deliver it, then it might pay a little bit more. You might see $1.50 per mile, but you're never really gonna see $2 per mile anymore. But in the box truck, guys, $2 per mile is a good rate, and it's not even the average anymore. In the box truck, $1.70 per mile is your average. And like I said, man, if you want to go ahead and hop into the box truck game and not this cargo van game, go ahead and check out the videos in my channel. I do have a lot of videos teaching you how to get started in this box truck industry without even owning your own box truck. But now let's get into the requirements that you need for this business and how to successfully start up your business and everything that you will need to get started. Let's get it. Woo! But before I get into too much more, don't forget to go ahead and check out the link in the description. Like I mentioned earlier, we do have coaching calls where you can get a one-to-one online consultation with me to help start your cargo van business or your box truck business, and even your online business, or even learn how to make your credit go up extremely high in a short amount of time. Alright, man, so the first thing I want to go over, like I said, man, earlier in the video, LLC. You're going to want your LLC, you're going to want a business bank account, and you're going to want to get a business phone number as well, because if you're in this transportation industry, let me tell you something right here. It's going to be a lot of different companies, a lot of dispatching companies, factoring companies, fuel cards, calling your phone, trying to get you to sign up with their services and get their services. So an easy way to, you know, not have your phone blowing up all day, to get this business phone number and, you know, turn the phone on silent or something. But another thing you're gonna need, like I said, fuel cards to boost your credit, and then you're gonna fill out W-9s. So the W-9 is pretty much your payment for the broker or whoever's paying you the tax information. So it's how they're going to keep track of their taxes, and also how you're going to keep track, and how the IRS is going to keep track of your taxes as well, because the payment is getting, you know, secure in the IRS, because it's an IRS document, W-9, and your EIN number is going to be on it, and the person's company that's giving you this money. So EIN is important. Like I said, man, insurance is gonna be $800 to $1,000. And last but not least, if you do want to go ahead and get your cargo van, guys, you can easily go on Facebook Marketplace, or you can lease it out through, you know, a dealership. But you could go on Facebook Marketplace, get you a cheap cargo van, depending on what type of driving you want to do, guys. So if you are trying to do more so local deliveries, if you did find yourself a dedicated lane, you got yourself a contract, you don't want to put $5,000 down payment and still pay, you know, $500 a month for a cargo van, then go on Facebook Marketplace. They have a lot of cheap cargo vans that you can get for $5,000, $6,000 cash, and you know, you're just done. You just got to pay insurance at that point. But if you do want to go ahead and finance because you want to go across the country and back and forth across the country, you don't want any breakdowns, you want something new, then go ahead, put you down $5,000 and finance, you know, a $20,000 Ram Pro Master or a Ford Transit van. So once you have your cargo van, your regular paperwork, and you know, your LLC, everything filled out, now you're ready to get these loads, man. Now you're ready to go to these bootleg warehouses like I drew up here earlier, and then you're ready to start getting these gigs and these gig apps and all that. Like I said, I have 20 load boards that you can get. I just named some throughout the video. So if you skip through this video and you missed the names of all the load boards I went over, go ahead and rewind about to the middle of the video and just rewatch, man. But that's all for this video on how to start your cargo van business and everything to look out for. I hope you guys found this video helpful. If you did, please drop a big thumbs up and don't forget to hit that subscribe button. And while you're at it, man, just go ahead and hit that share button. Share it to 3 of your recent friends, or share it to your best friend, you know, the phone number that you remember the most, and just push this video out to more people so you can learn how to make the money the easy way. Somebody is gonna need this knowledge. And guys, like I said, you can make $100 to even $700 a day in this business, but you're gonna have to do the grinding to first get your first contracts, to get your first loads, because it is a negotiating game. It's gonna be hard. You're gonna be competing with other drivers trying to get the same loads. Time is money in this industry, guys. You're spending gas as well, so miles is money as well. So don't go too low on your rates, man. Try to aim for that 80 cents per mile in this cargo van industry, and don't get messed over. I was about to say another word, man, you know, but we gotta keep it G-rated. But don't get messed over by some brokers and dispatchers trying to give you a low rate and you take it because it's the only money you can make, man. Just be patient and wait until you find the best load for you. Once you get to that warehouse, go ahead, talk to the manager and secure you that load. But with all that being said, man, this is Black Investors Group. My name's KINGLATTA. We do post daily over here, so hit that subscribe button and I'll see you tomorrow. We out. Woo!